Hey everybody, how's it going? This is Mike Darklighter, and today I'm presenting you all with a different kind of video today. I wanted to have one final animation to end the year off, but unfortunately I just wasn't able to finish it. But today I just thought I'd recap the year a little bit and give you all a preview of what kind of content you can expect in the future. I don't intend for this to be too terribly long, but if you're just interested in certain parts, I'll be sure to have little timestamps available so that you can click around and see which parts you would like to hear about. To start off though, I really want to give a thank you to all of you for your continued support, especially through this year. Under the pandemic and everything, it was a real help to have this channel, to have something to work on, to take my mind off things. You guys, you really helped a lot. It helped tremendously to have this channel, to just be able to distract myself a bit with some work and to feel productive, even as that felt a little difficult to do during this time. But I'm really grateful for all of you for your continued support. I know that maybe I haven't been able to deliver as much as I wanted to, or as much as you've probably come to expect from this channel, but I thank you nonetheless for sticking around, and I hope to improve that in next year, especially with what I have planned. So again, thank you all so much for your support this year. To start us off, I actually want to go back a bit and talk about something I did IRL. Me and my cousin decided to attend Genesis this year. No, not that one. The tournament venue Genesis over in Oakland. It was a fun trip. It was actually the first time that I've gone flying at a good distance without most of my family. It was just me and my cousin there, and we had a good time. We were supposed to have another friend of ours join us, but unfortunately things didn't work out that way. But we still had a good time out there. I was able to get plenty of merchandise, especially this Isabelle plush, and overall we had a really good time. Now, I'm not really big into the whole Smash Brothers competitive scene. In fact, I actually missed the deadline for registering, so I was able to attend, but I did not compete. My cousin was the one who competed, and he made it within the better half of the group that attended there. I don't believe he was able to make it out of pools, but he still got pretty close to it. For my part, I was just going around playing friendlies, checking out the venue. They had a few different games there available as well. I got quite a bit of merch, most of it for friends, but some of it for myself too. And overall, we had a pretty good time, right up until the fire alarm hit. Yeah, we had a whole evacuation that had to happen in the hotel on the second day, I believe. And that was rough. Nothing happened, thankfully, but it was still pretty rough of a night, and it didn't sour the experience, but it was annoying. But I guess now I have a story to tell, so there's that at least. But yeah, it was a lot of fun being able to go out. I could not have foreseen what would happen shortly thereafter. In fact, it's really weird to think that that happened this year. It felt like it, with how everything changed, it felt like it was last year or even a couple years ago. Man. Turning back to the channel now, this year was a pretty good year in terms of the animations that I wanted to do. I was able to get another classic short out there, Chaos Conundrum, which is probably my favorite animation, even though I still kind of struggle looking at it again just because I only see the mistakes and the things I could have done better. I probably should have given it just a bit more time to cook, to really smooth some things out. But I hope that I can do better next time. It is still, flaws and all, my favorite classic short that I've done, and I just had a lot of fun working on it. Also had quite a bit of Freedom Planet content this year. I know that that's not the type of content that very many of you come here to see, but I really enjoy the franchise and I really enjoy the characters. it would definitely make me very happy if you would consider checking out some of those, especially Red Scarf's Memories. This one in particular was pretty important to me because I want to improve in my character writing, and this was a small scene that I felt very proud of. I felt that I was able to get a good feel for the characters and to give them just this small moment together. And that's something that I hope I can bring in other animations, especially with Fiona's saga coming up. And don't you worry, I have quite a bit to say on that coming up. But going back on what we made this year, I was able to sneak in a little Animal Crossing animation. That was fun to make. Maybe you got another one coming in. Also, a bit of a sleeper hit, Disposable Design. Now, this one has a bit of a story to it. Now, the idea behind this one actually came from an entirely different project I had. I kinda thought of somewhat of a mini movie with the modern and classics some time ago, but ultimately it was a bit of a scrapped idea. It wasn't so much a movie as a loose collection of classic shorts, really, so I decided to take one of the stronger ones, or one of the ones that I thought was worth exploring, and I decided to make it, and that's how Disposable Design came about. And I was honestly really surprised at the reaction it got after a while. A lot of people wanted a sequel, and I'm here to tell you now that a sequel is in the works. The sequel actually was supposed to be the animation that I would complete this month, but I wasn't able to do that. Still, I hope you're looking forward to that one. Many of you in the comments have definitely wanted to see what happens next, and I'm very happy to continue to explore that. I think something very interesting that you'll all enjoy will happen next. This year was also a first for me, as I did my first commissioned video, a small one to be sure, and one that I want to think a little bit more about before I start accepting or establishing commissions for videos. They take time. These animations take time, and I know it would be helpful to perhaps hire some additional help to help me with these animations, to get them out in a bit more reasonable of a time, or to just clear some things up for me so that I can focus on other projects. But I enjoy being able to work on them. I enjoy staying kind of small that way, you know? And just being able to work on these myself and to really put myself in these animations, I guess is what I'm saying. So yeah, but going back to the commissions, that's something that I need to think a bit more on what I want to charge for these animations, because I enjoy making them, but again, they take quite a bit of work. Even something small still takes quite a bit of time, so I have to do a little bit more thought into that. Now, something that I really wasn't expecting was for us to get a couple more Freedom Planet models. Yes, you are not going to be seeing the end of those anytime soon. But honestly, it's been really cool seeing these models turn out, and they're getting done fairly quickly. In order to get them early, I contributed to the GoFundMe in which these are being commissioned. And it's been worthwhile for me, at least. I've enjoyed being able to see these models get made and to really work with them, to test them out to see where perhaps they might need a few tweaks. But overall, I'm happy with how these models are coming out. I'm liking that they are very expressive. I like the proportions. To be perfectly honest, the reason why I enjoy making Freedom Planet animations and why I tend to make quite a few of them is because I really like the proportions and how they work in some more action-heavy scenes. I feel that with the Sonic models and their noodle limbs, it doesn't make the action too exciting, at least to me. I kind of use the Freedom Planet models to explore more dynamic action scenes and poses, and I'm really excited for some more of these to come. Plus, Carol's going to be the next one, so she's my favorite, so I'm looking forward to how that one's going to come out. Also, this year I got to assist Shadow759 in some of his battle animations. And these have honestly been pretty fun to make. I've been able to try a couple different scenarios by means of these animations, and I hope that you've enjoyed how they came out. Currently, I've been working on the Boom and Modern Knuckles fight, and it's been a fun and pretty funny fight all around, so I hope that this will be one that you're excited for. Now, excuse me as I take a little moment to address my Patreon. My Patreon page is still there. My rewards have changed a little bit. Even if you're only able to pledge $1, you'll still receive early access to upcoming videos. So when they're completed, you'll be able to watch them before they hit YouTube. For our second tier, $5, you're able to see the whips of upcoming videos. So you get to see a bit of the process of how they're made, how they start off looking, and what they eventually come out to be once I add everything. Additionally, you'll be able to see samples of scripts as well as renders that I make. Some of them are Patreon request renders and others are renders that I make for myself or to post later. You get to see those first on Patreon for $5. Now for my final tier at $10, you get all those aforementioned rewards, and additionally you can claim a render request each month. Now I've worked quite a bit to gradually improve these renders. I want to make them something worthwhile, and I think that I've really hit something now with these renders. I'm so proud of so many of these, and a lot of these are really fun. I really want to thank my top tier patrons who've given me these wonderful ideas to create, and a lot of them have been really fun challenges too. So it's been wonderful to have this to improve my craft a little bit, improve in my lighting, and even try a few different kinds of effects to help make these renders stand out. Really, thank you all so much for your support. And you're by no means required to pledge to my Patreon, but if you want to lend additional support to the channel, you're more than welcome to, and there are rewards available to you for doing so. But now that's about everything that I have to really say about my animation work for this year. I'd like to talk a little bit more about what I have in store for you all. And I'm very excited to say that, for sure, for certainty, next year will be finally the next episode of Fiona's Saga. And it's going to be one of the longest animations that I've made. Probably the longest full animation that I've made for an episode at the very least. And I'm very excited for this one. I've collected the lines and everything's really shaping out good. I won't be showing you any animation currently, but I will give you this audio sample to also showcase some of the voice actors who've been brought in to really help this series along. So, have a listen.
Wait a second! You've had that same outfit for a while, right?
Well, yeah.
How about we take a detour to get some outfits for you? It'll be fun!
Actually, that sounds nice.
Great! We'll get you a new look! Just you wait!
Shopping? Yeah, I'll pass. Think I saw an arcade nearby, and it's calling my name. Meet you guys back here.
Ah, right behind you, Sonic!
He always so quick to leave?
Only all the time.
I really do hope you'll enjoy this one when it comes out. There's a few changes to Fiona's model that I want to commission. Just some general fixes because, to be perfectly honest, I transferred the rig for her, but I don't know how to do rigging. And parts of her, especially when it comes to her expressions, do have the tendency to glitch out or not come off too good. So I really do want to get some fixes done for her moving forward. But I think with all these changes and revisions that have been made, I hope to really deliver something truly special with this one. This is going to be the series that I'll be sticking with moving forward, and again, these will be fairly longer episodes than you may be used to on this channel. So I hope it'll all go well, and I really do hope that you're still looking forward to seeing this story wrap up. Speaking of sequels, I mentioned earlier that Disposable Design will be getting its sequel, and it is currently in the works. More than likely, it's going to be the next animation that you'll see from this channel. Now, the next one I want to talk about is the 300k subscribers special. Now, if you've been checking out the community tab, you may have noticed that some time ago I left some polls to help me gauge what it is that you would want to see for a 300k sub special. And what I came up with is a Sonic vs. Eggman duel. Now, this one will be fairly different to what we've seen in the video games. In fact, let's have Eggman himself give you the rules.
Sonic the Hedgehog! I've come with a proposal, rodent. You and me, we finish this once and for all! We've been doing this dance for far too long. I'm so tired of it all! So let's settle this. No henchmen, no machines, no friends, no Chaos Emeralds.
So, how do you think this fight is gonna turn out? On a note of 300k subs, thank you. We haven't reached that milestone yet, at least at the time of recording this. I may have to re-record this to let you know that we did hit that milestone, but I am truly grateful. I don't know what I could say to really show you how grateful I am for all of you, for the support that you've given, especially through this difficult year. It's been overwhelming to see this support, and for this channel to continue to grow. It's gone far beyond what I could have ever imagined that this channel would be, and I'm so grateful for it. I really, truly want to continue to make animations that you'll enjoy, to give you reasons to stay, and I hope this special animation will go a long way into showing that gratitude. Thank you so much. And I believe that sums up just about everything I wanted to address in this video. So I want to thank you all again so much for sticking around, for being here to listen to my ramblings a bit. I hope that the content that I have on the way will be able to help in some small way during these trying times. I thank you again so much for all of your support, all of you, and for just giving me the opportunity to share content that I enjoy with all of you. So I thank you again, and I hope you all take care out there.